Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in today's session we will be covering the last part of amines, that is diazonium salts. It is a very important topic because lot of conversions in this chapter can be done by studying this diazonium. So we'll be covering this diazonium in two different sessions. Right, so in today's session we'll be discussing about the structural aspect, preparation and the resonance part. Right, about the properties we'll be discussing in the next video. So please watch till the end. Now, what is diazonium salt? Now, normally we write it as say R or we write as AR, depending upon whether we are talking about alkyl or aryl. Right, R or AR, N2 and X. Right, so this N2 part we write it as positive, this is negative. Now how do you read this? You read this part is alkyl, we know this, R is alkyl group and AR stands for aryl group. So either it can be alkyl or it can be aryl, but in this part we will be focusing upon aryl because aryl diazonium salts are comparatively more stable. We also will be discussing just now why they are more stable. And this part is N2 part, that is diazonium. Diazonium. Now this X minus, don't think this to be only halide. Okay, normally children think it is diazonium halide. It's a salt. So X minus can be either chloride, it can be bromide, it can be hydrogen sulfate, or it can also be BF4 minus. Okay, but put together we just call them as diazonium salts. Aryl diazonium, it can be, this X is there, X can be any of these ions. Now suppose I write it as aryl as say C6H5 and this is of course N2 and I am writing this as say Cl. Then what will be the name? You will name this as, this part you will name it as benzene. So it is benzene and this part is diazonium. So diazonium, benzene, diazonium, and Cl is attached to it. So we will call this as chloride. If it is Br attached, bromide. Now, if instead of this H, you are having say C6H5, N2 and HSO4, then how are you going to name it? This part will be same, benzene, right? This part is same, benzene. Then you have the diazo part. NN linkage is called as diazo linkage, right? So, diazonium. And what is this HSO4 part? It is hydrogen sulfate. Like the ion we are naming HSO4 minus, we name that as hydrogen sulfate. So we will call this also as hydrogen sulfate. Right? Now, we will be discussing right now. I told you in the beginning here that if it is R N2 X, this is very unstable. This is very unstable. Alkyl diazonium salts are very unstable. That we have discussed earlier also. Now, if it is, aryl part, if it is AR, then it is quite stable. Now, why are they stable? What is the reason behind? Let us discuss that. We'll draw the resonating structures. Okay. Now let me draw that. Say we are taking example of C6H5N2Cl, right? This part is N plus, this is minus. So this part we are saying is quite stable. Now why it is stable, we will explain it. So this is the ring part. Okay. So let us first complete the ring. There is a single bond. There is a triple bond here and N. On this N, there is a lone pair, right? And because this N, this part of the thing is having 4 bonds, so N will be positive over here, right? Now, when this is positive, what will happen is this this particular nitrogen atom, that is the end one, this will have a tendency to take the electron this side, because there is resonance involved in it. So this pi bond and this pi bond are in conjugation. So when they are in conjugation, there can be resonance in it. So when this goes here, this pi bond will shift further, and further you can draw the structure. So what changes we have made here? Let us represent in the next structure. These two bonds remain the same. This is now a double bond because this has shifted here. This is N. This is the double bond N. And on this nitrogen now you have two pairs because one was already there. One more has come. Right? And this nitrogen will now get negative, and this nitrogen as such is having positive. And because this has shifted here, there will be a positive charge over here. Right? Now further we can show this can move this side. This pi bond can move this side. So when this has moved the other side, what you will have now is, this is as such, this has gone here, the remaining things remain as such, the two lone pairs you are going to show, and then this is negative, this is positive. Now the positive has shifted here because this has gone here, this is satisfied, and the positive has shifted down. Now same thing will happen in the next structure. This will move here. When they are starting, this in the anti-clockwise direction, it will continue in the same direction. It cannot change its direction. Now in the next structure, you will have this as bond because this have shifted here. Bond, double bond, N, double bond, N, two lone pairs. Right. So what you're having here, negative. This is positive. This has shifted here, means this is now positive. Yeah. Now you can put them in the circles also. Yeah. Okay. So now what you will have in the last structure is, in this will be, this particular thing will come down. When this comes here, again the double bond, and this will again come down. So you can draw the structure, the final structure, and see this will be a ring. This is double bond. This is the double. It has shifted here. Now a double. This again became single because this has shifted down. Nitrogen. Now a triple bond. And you get it here. You are left over with only one lone pair now. Right? There, that negative charge had gone. This is now positive. So these are the resonating structures. So what we find that the extra stability of what we are saying? We are saying the extra stability of arene diazonium ion. This is arene diazonium ion. This is the ion. So the extra stability of diazonium ion, arene diazonium ion, can be explained by resonance. By resonance it is stable. That is what we have explained here. So if you are asked, alkyl diazonium halides or sols are not stable, but aryl diazonium ones are more stable, what reason you will write? You will write because of resonance, and you are going to draw the resonating structures of the same. Fine. Now we will continue with preparation. Preparation of the diazonium salts. Though we have done the method earlier, but I am just representing it once again. The mechanism also we have discussed in the previous videos. This is aniline we have taken, and as I said, they are to be treated with HNO2, but we cannot use HNO2 as such because HNO2 is stable. We need to prepare that in C2. In C2 means within the reaction. And the reaction is carried out at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. If not this, you will also find sometimes written in Kelvin. That is also fine. So what happens is, you are getting HNO2 by the reaction of these two, and you will get the product as C6H5N2Cl. This will be plus, this will be minus. Plus what else you are getting here? NaCl, the Na with the Cl, plus water. Now this is an important reaction which we will require in lot of conversions, right? So this is actually introducing a diazo group. So this reaction is also termed as diazotization. What is this called? Diazotization, right? normally these diazonium salts have to be prepared there and then. Means you prepare it and they need to be used immediately after the preparation, because they're quite useful in the products and all, and they won't be stable otherwise. To store it, the iron in comparison to alkyl, we said they are quite stable, but to store it they are not that stable, so they have to be prepared there and then to be used. Fine till here. So we have completed till now the preparation, the stability aspect of the diazonium. And for the chemical properties, I'll make one complete video, because I don't want to break the chemical properties into two different sessions. That will be in one particular section only. Fine. So please stay tuned for the next lecture. You can like, subscribe my channel, put the comments and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.